Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to play Annie in the mid lane in Season 11, guys. While teaching you guys everything, we are also going to be watching a specific player. This man, his name, everybody knows him. This guy is Annie Bot. This guy has played more than 15,000 Annie games, guys. He's a really good Annie player, pretty much knows everything about it. So we're going to be watching him today, and while we're going to be watching him, I'm also going to be explaining everything about Annie as well, guys. So with that being said, let's just get into it right away. Now, as for the runes that you want to be running on Annie, you want to take Arcane Comet as the main keystone, take Mana Flow Bands with Transcendence, with Gathering Storm, also with Time Warp Tonic, and also with the Magical Footwear, taking the 2 points into AP while also taking HP scaling. Now you can also take Armor or Magic Resist depending on the matchup that you are playing against. But you can also take HP scaling. In my opinion, actually Armor or Magic Resist is better depending on the matchup, but it's kind of like whatever you prefer. Now since since he's playing with Time Warp Tonic, I also highly recommend you, if you are playing with the setup, to play with Corrupting Potion as well in order to make this setup work at its best. Now, as far as the skill order, you want to always max out your Q first, then your W, and then your E as last. Now, you can also max your W first if you want to have more wave clear in your matchup, but generally, you want to max your Q in most of your games first, and then into W. Now, as far as the entire build of Annie, I'm going to leave down the entire full build inside of the description below. So don't forget to check that out, guys. And with that being said, let's get started. Alright, so now depending on the matchup that you are going to be playing against, the matchups are kind of similar. Whether it's AD or AP, you want to kind of adapt the way how you play. Right now, for instance, he's currently playing against into the Jace matchup. Now, generally, the way how you actually want to trade your opponent in lane is by stacking up your passive, the stun, by using your Q on the creeps, actually getting all the stacks. And you kind of want to trade your opponent whenever they go for a CS, right? So, for instance, in this Jace, whenever he goes for a creep, he tries to put his auto onto it. You want to trade him with a Q. Now, this matchup specifically is kind of an interesting one because in order to make that work, Jace can also last hit with his Q and basically hit you at the same time, which leaves you with another playstyle, right? Now, one thing to note about this matchup, or about Annie in general, Annie is actually one of the greatest of all champions in terms of setting up lane for games, right? Because she has a stun. So generally the way how you want to play out lanes such as this one is kind of by holding the wave inside this position right here, right? Because this leaves Jace into a vulnerable spot. So generally, in matchups like this one, you want to hold the wave exactly like this, the way how anybody does it. So whenever a jungle comes nearby, he can use that jungle pressure. He can set up a lane for a gank, possibly even get a free kill like that. And even if that doesn't work, right, even if your opponent is freezing out the lane, you can still use that to roam across the map as well, right? Now, he's currently playing pretty safe. It's very unclear to where the jungler is currently at. He just shown up for once. He has to sit safe now. He currently has vision on the top side river with Hecarim as well. See, he can position himself around there. Lilia currently seems to be bot lane, which is pretty good. He's looking down to TP bot lane. You see here, guys. Let's actually see if he's going to get a catch here. Not getting a catch, probably. Maybe he still does. Actually, a pretty good TP. Kind of. Unfortunately, okay, he only gets one. Basically trading. It's a decent TP, I'd say, because he can get the farm from bot lane. Anyways, guys, also in terms of summoner spells, you can play Annie with TP. You can also play Annie with Ignite. Personally, I prefer Annie playing Annie with TP as well, because this allows for plays like this, guys. He was walking back down in the lane because he saw a really good TP opportunity in bot lane right here, trying to help them out. Because of the TP, they've been able to survive. While also trading. Oh, he has to reset the wave before getting back, otherwise the bot lane is going to get destroyed. If he doesn't get to reset this wave, then by the time the bot lane gets back, they won't be able to get any farm. Now, what really does seem interesting is that any bot is currently putting his points into W. He got 3 points into Q and 2 points into W. He hasn't put a point into his E yet. Sometimes he takes a point into E, sometimes he doesn't. In terms of the items, he currently has bought 2 of the amplifying tomes, which is really interesting. He also got a dark seal. And honestly, if you play Annie, I highly recommend you actually take a dark seal in most of your games, right? Annie is a super like hard snowballing champion. Once you actually get rolling and you have a dark seal being stacked up and eventually get a mejai, you can snowball extremely hard based on this item, guys. I highly recommend getting a dark seal in a good majority of your games because it's definitely going to help you. Jace is currently probably resetting back to base here. That's why she has to push really hard. Oh, he was faking his backboard, but he was actually trying to like roam bot lane. Alright, so currently the jungler is sitting around bot lane, right? Which means we all know very clearly like where they are. Now, instead of staying in the lane, guys, Annie is trying to like roam bot lane, trying to secure like a kill here, trying to help them out through the ultimate. As you guys can see, he nearly hit like a 3-man ultimate, guys. Keep in mind that if you're playing Annie, you always want to put your ultimate onto their carries, right? Don't put your ultimate onto the tanks, but either try to hit a carry of the enemy opponents or try to actually land the ultimate on multiple opponents at the same time, right? So you can maximize the CC, maximize the damage. Now he has to reset this wave again. He can soon get back to base once again to buy his new items. In order to get the most out of Annie, you must always try to hit as many opponents as you possibly can, but also specifically always the carries. So currently he's actually got the hextech alternator. He's going for the hextech what's the new hextech rocketbelt is he going for. That's actually a really perfect item, Annie. Keep in mind, guys, I'm gonna leave down the entire build inside of the description for you to check out. Keep that in mind. Now, once again, the way how Annie is supposed to be played around this stage of the game specifically, around 8 minutes in the game when you have your ultimate and you have your items, you want to try to like always push down that wave so you can move towards top, move towards bot lane, move towards dragon. Like basically having the push inside the lane allows you to roam across the map, right? And you can clearly see that he's trying to pull that off, trying to push down that wave so that he can move down bot lane and try and secure kills there as well. Even looking down to see if he can dive them under the turret, guys. Takes down another free kill on the Nami right there because of the sweet roam. Before going back to base, it's important to stay here for in case whatever comes. He's gonna get back soon, back to mid. He's currently got 3 stacks on a Dark Seal. It's very important, guys, that if you're actually playing with Dark Seal, that you keep doing this. You want to keep snowballing the game, whether it's getting the solo kills in the lane or possibly even doing like a teleport or even doing a roam. Jace hasn't really been able to like fight any yet. Despite Jace being in a pretty good matchup, actually, he can't do that much because Annie is constantly like playing on the safe side. Once she gets the chance to push down the lane, she takes it immediately. The wave is now getting into the turret. It's going to be a free wave. Jace can't do anything except from hitting a combo. I think he's going to go back now. Now we can actually get back to base, either finish off the item or even... let's actually see here. Oh, he's going for these sorcerer shoes. Now keep one thing in mind, guys. If you're playing Annie, depending on the game that you're playing, you might want to consider getting boots early on in the game, right? And this is because Annie is kind of like a roaming kind of playstyle based champion, right? The sooner you actually get these sorcerer shoes, the better it is. And in this case, Annie's playing with the magical footwear. She just got it, and now she immediately buys the boots so that she can have the movement speed for the roaming. Also, Hackram is right behind Jay. It's going to be free here. Going in for like a flash Q into R. Getting a free sweet kill right here. Now, she was also looking down to see if she could roam down to bot lane as well, trying to make a play there. Although it's actually better if she just pushes down the lane right now so that Jace will miss the entire wave. Pretty push like that. She can get multiple bladings now as well while Jace is still dead. Jace will lose the entire wave at least. Annie can now push down this lane and either get back to base and finish up the next item, or even roam down to bot lane and get a kill there instead. Either way, she gets 2 bladings, and Jace losing like an entire wave right now, which is very, very huge. She's looking out to see if she can roam down to bot lane, since there's like a huge fight there right now. It's not. There's not really a point to stay in mid because Camille's trying to roam down there as well. So she might as well roam down bot lane and see if she can get a catch there. Jace is also on the way, but Annie will be able to like clean up here. She could have actually... She could have left the support for Victor and actually get Nami. Oh, she missed the stun. Also a Draven ultimate. She has to get back safely now, so she can buy the next item. Actually get the rocket belt. You see, guys, even in a matchup like this one where you can't really like trade Jace, but only like kind of like set up the lane for ganks, you can still do like so much. Gets an insanely good teleport off in bot lane again, guys. You see the amount of pressure that Annie gives to win bot lane. There's so much pressure coming from Annie for bot lane here. If Annie did not have this kind of playstyle, if she were to stay mid for a good majority of the game, like bot lane would have definitely lost for sure. They're only winning because of Annie here. Now she can get back to mid. She can push down the entire wave once again. There's only like a 25 CS difference in the lane currently because Annie is constantly like roaming down the two other lanes. Alright. Now she can get back to base. She can buy let's see here. She got the hextech rocket belt. She has the sorcerer shoes. Has 7 stacks on the dark seal. And also has the amplifying tome for the next item. Now all that's left to do for Annie now is once again pushing down these waves. If her TP is up, she could even split push through the game. Wow, she gets a nice catch. Let me get back to Annie. There we go. Anyways, right now the best thing to do on Annie in the mid late game, once her TP comes back up, she can actually use that to split the game, right? And when her TP is down, you mainly want to play around mid as Annie. Keep on like pushing down the lane. Use that to like roam to top and bottom. Even the mid late game when the objectives are there, always keep on like pushing, work towards your like path towards your team. Gets another catch here again, and then resets so that Lilia doesn't get a chance. Then like a free Q on her before going back here. What seems interesting is that Annie's like backing out a lot, but it's because she's missing out on mana currently. She needs that right now. 10 stacks onto the Mejai's right now. She's working on towards getting the Mejai's very soon. First of all, going for the Oblivion Orb. Now keep in mind, guys, this item is very important because if you're playing into team comps that heal a lot, this item will grant you AP, but of course will also grant you the Grievous Wounds, which is very, very huge in a game like this. Annie is currently like pathing towards bot lane, which I think is very interesting because the team is now, they're trying, like Yorick is fighting Camille on top right now. The team is kind of like grouping around mid. He's trying to secure the final creeps right here, which are being left out. After pushing down his wave, he now has the choice, like, he could catch that Draven. It's gonna be a free catch. Yet again, another free catch for Annie right here. You see the rocket belt on Annie is actually pretty good because it allows you to get close to a champion like Draven. That was a really good catch. He could have also flanked mid lane as well, but it was kind of risky since the team was grouping her on top. She's not back into base yet, probably because she can't buy any items right now. Her TP is coming back in about 75 seconds, which will allow her to split the game as well. Now she can push mid. Team is backing off in top, so they can only stay mid now. Everything else is going to be super risky. Gets the turret. The dragon is spawning in less than 50 seconds right now. So if they keep on right now, the best possible thing would be to like push down mid right now and then rotate towards the dragon. This allows to like open up opportunities on the map, because if you push down mid, you open up some space to work with for when a dragon spawns. Also, Draven is currently top lane, probably trolling, I think. Not sure. The dragon is spawning very shortly, within less than 40 seconds, and Draven is currently topside while staying like 0-8.
Shut down.
The team already seems to be doing pretty good. Annie is also on the way. She has her ultimate as well with flash. That's gonna be a free kill for Annie. Oh, she's teleporting for Draven top. But they've already secured the kill right there. All that's left to do now is simply pushing down the entire wave all the way to the tier 2 turret. Then backing off and buying the Mejai's already. Once she makes it back to base, then pushing top into Herald would be the best thing to do. Now she has the Mejai. Now she has to go mid and then into Herald, and that's where the game should probably end, because once Annie pushes mid into Herald and they get the Herald, they can then go back top or mid and then spawn the Herald as well. Probably even take like many Joan camps with it too. You see, guys, with this build that Annie is running, she has the ability to kill someone with just a single ultimate. She also has the mobility from it, and she also becomes pretty tanky. Immediately taking down Jace, guys. Doesn't stand a single chance at all. Yeah, it's pretty much a win. Anyways, guys, this is pretty much how you play Annie in Season 11 right now. This man, he proves that like Annie is just great. These are all the things like that you have to look out for when you play this champion. So anyway, hopefully I've been able to help. Thank you for watching today. Also, don't forget to check out my my stream. I'm streaming like 6 times a week. If you actually want to see challenger games, then don't forget, guys. Don't forget to check out. Anyway, thank you for watching today, and I will catch you guys up in the next one. Peace.